In this video, I'm going to walk you through behind the scenes how we double return on ad spend, or ROAS, aka money in your pocket, by combining organic content with paid ads. I'm going to show you what to expect. I'm going to show you proof why this works. I'll walk you through what our onboarding looks like and even show you what the content strategy looks like and ultimately behind the scenes of our overall process. So here's some quick numbers. We have literally spent over $20 million in ad spend ourselves that has generated over $3 billion in sales for our clients. And yes, that is a B. So here's the reality of the situation. This is the customer journey in 2024. If you run ads in 2024 and you are driving to a funnel, whether that is an opt-in page, to a VSL, a webinar, a challenge, and you are driving to a sales process, whether that is an online call or even in person and an actual appointment, and that is how you make your sale, this is no longer happening because consumer trust is at an all-time low in 2024, and your prospects do not trust ads from brands that they are not familiar with. So what happens? Well, they take a little bit of a detour. So from the ads, they're going to go straight to your social media. They're going to check you out in Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and consume content and see, well, they're going to make a judgment call. And Google literally has data today that over 70% of consumers make a buying decision, not just any decision, a buying decision before they speak with a business for the first time. Meaning your customers are assessing you, they're judging you. And if the last time that you made a post in social media was like 3 months ago, well, they're going to bounce, right? Which means you just wasted money on that advertising for that impression for that customer. And so what do? What we do is we're going to create strategic content that actually builds trust, pre-sells your customers so that after they consume content from you, they're going to go back to your funnel pre-sold, which means they're actually going to show up on the call. They're excited, and it's going to be the easiest sale you've ever made because they're pre-sold. So let me show you what this actually looks like in real life. I'm going to walk you through behind the scenes with real numbers using a tool that we use called ROAS, and this is how we attribute and see the full history of every purchase. Let's go. So here's an example of a client that first saw an ad in Facebook, right? You could see here, Facebook, clicked on the ad, did not opt in. They went straight to my Instagram profile where they consumed content. We built trust, we got them pre-sold, and that's the only time that they clicked on here. They opted in, they scheduled a call, and then they purchase, right? Because, well, they're pre-sold, easy sale. And this client, we have made over $27,000 because we get them results, they have a high belief, and they take action, right? And here's another example. So this client right here saw an ad in Facebook, clicked on it, did not opt in, saw another ad, a different ad, clicked on it, still did not opt in, went straight to my Instagram, consumed content, got pre-sold, clicked on it. That's when they opted in, they booked a call, and they purchase, right? Because, well, it's easy, right? Like they're pre-sold, right? And so this client, we have generated over $31,000, and they're still a client, by the way, because we get them results, we increase lifetime value, and this is how you do it, right? And so we see this every single day. Every single day, we generate so much business. You could see here, this came from ads, this came from Google Organic, this came from YouTube Organic, right? This came from Web Organic, YouTube Organic, ads, YouTube Organic, Web Organic, ads, Web Organic, ads, YouTube Organic, Facebook, YouTube, YouTube, web, YouTube, IG, IG Organic, Google Organic. So you could see as you actually scroll through this, there's pretty much like an even split here, 50-50, both from paid ads and organic, right? And this is how you literally cut your customer acquisition costs in half, because for the same amount of ad spend, we are generating double the opportunities, and we're getting more people actually bought in, and so that your show rates actually increase because they're bought in, and your conversion rates increases because they're pre-sold, right? This is how the game is played. And so let me show you what the onboarding looks like. So here's a behind the scene look at our internal training portal. So you can even see here, your mission with Authority Brand is to double your investment with Authority Brand as quickly as you can. Because I can't tell you how many programs, courses that I've actually gone through, And what most people will do is they will inundate you with hundreds of hours of content to go through that you don't have time for. And so we've done the opposite. What we have done is we have strategically and intentionally created this whole program to be as quickly as possible what is the minimum effective dose for you to launch and be successful. And we've boiled it down to literally like 9 steps here. So you get access to all the program tools. We're going to handle all of that for you. And then you order your camera gear equipment. We've boiled it down to be so intentional. And you can even see here, here's an example. We have boiled this down to be intentional. So here's option 1. I even show you like what does this actually look like for you? What does the finished product look like? Here's a quick list. Option 2, right? Like, well, what if you need to have your camera hidden? What does that look like? What if you need to be mobile, right? Like, let's say you need a wireless camera. Like, what does that setup look like? Because look, like this is why this is different, because this is not a cookie cutter thing where everybody gets the same, thing. It's like, no, we're going to be working directly with you because your business is unique. Your situation is unique. And so we are very, very intentional to really craft the strategy that works directly for your business, right? So, well, what does the strategy look like? So here's the trust scaling strategy. There's 4 parts here. We're going to first start with the strategy, right? We're going to strategize on your brand strategy, your content strategy, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then second is we're going to systematize the whole process. We're going to we have been so intentional we need to like lay the foundation and set up all the infrastructure that you need to be successful. And we're going to handle all of this for you. And I'm going to show you the simplest and easiest recording workflow in the whole wide world. You're going to love it. And then you record the content. We get it back. We edit it. We add all the bells and whistles. We're going to optimize it. And then we publish and manage it in all of your accounts. And I'll show you what that looks like. And then ultimately, we scale this process. We refine the messaging. We find what works. And then we rinse and repeat. And we scale, right? And so, well, what does that actually look like as far as strategy? Well, we always begin with the end in mind, right? So there's 3 things that we do. During the brand strategy, ultimately, we need to define, well, what should you be known for, right? Like, what is the core message that you put out to the public that actually attracts your ideal customers? And so once we're clear with that, then we're going to create a content strategy based on your core message. So we will identify the sub areas of expertise and create a content roadmap that will help build your case. So here's an example. For us, our core message is we combine organic content with paid advertising to make your customer acquisition more profitable. Well, for you to believe my core message, well, I need to demonstrate expertise in customer acquisition, lead generation, right? Like, you need to know that, like, I know what I'm doing in acquiring customers. Also, I need to show you that I have an awesome content creation process. I know my way around a camera. You need to know that and believe that I have great branding strategies and I've built a brand and I'm an expert in social media, right? Like, because, if, like, you won't believe my core message if I don't even know how to use Instagram, right? Like, of course, you're not going to trust me, right? Like, you're not going to believe me. And so, but we take this a step further, okay? Not only do we create and really strategize what are the areas of expertise, we're also going to layer in different trust signals, because what we realize is where most people just focus on is just the expertise, right? So yes, you want to educate people, but that's only creating the logical trust, meaning, okay, you're an expert, I believe you could help me. But the problem is, well, do I even want to help? Like, do I even want to actually work with you, right? And we layer in additional trust signals like emotional trust, meaning, well, we're going to create a connection. We talk about your mistakes, your lessons, your personal beliefs, and we're going to pull out your unique stories so that this makes your content actually unique, right? It's not just, like, this is what's going to separate you from like ChatGPT and AI, because we're going to pull stories from you, right? And we're going to layer in social proof and social trust. And that's how people feel safe actually wanting to work with you, right? And this is what I would say that's really different here, because I cannot tell you, like, this part is so important and so crucial that you cannot delegate this to just any random person, right? Because, for example, for us, instead, like, our goal is not to work with everyone, right? We are actually very selective with who we work with, because in the actual strategy component, you are going to be working directly with myself and Preston, my business partner, where we will craft, we're going to do a complete audit of your ads, your funnels, what's the positioning, what's your offer, and we're going to craft a strategic, like actual roadmap for you. And so, you're not just, what most other companies will do is, they're just going to give you like a random account manager who doesn't know what they're doing, right? And so that's what's different here. And ultimately, once that's clear with us, right, we're also going to work on your brand design, right? We're going to create visuals to support your identity, banners, graphics, animations. What's the font? What's the color, right? We're gonna craft that to really create your brand, because your brand is unique, right? And so now, so what does the actual overall content production look like, right? Obviously we're going to work with you on this. So I'm just going to give you kind of a quick highlight. Okay. So you're going to get a batch of scripts, right? We're going to write the scripts for you. And, we do 2 types of scripts. One script is completely well-researched, in your voice, it's ready to go. You just put in a teleprompter and then you perform and you're good. But we also have clients that prefer outlines, meaning we're going to do the research. We're going to see what's the best one. And we're going to, give you recommended hooks. And then you could take that and then you could riff, right? So here's an example. Here's a sample script that's for the teleprompter. You basically, you copy this, you paste it in the teleprompter, and you're good. But we also have outlines. So for an outline, well, here's what that looks like, right? Here's a script. We tell you, hey, what's the intent of the script, right? Like, what's the point of this video? Here's a recommended hook. Here's the talking points. Boom, boom, boom. Here's a call to action, and you're done, right? It makes it so easy. And so, and then you're going to choose a specific recording time. And then within that recording session is we're going to chunk this down into smaller segments. And I'm going to show you the easiest recording workflow in the whole wide world. And you're going to love this. It's called Create, right? And, my business partner, Preston, and I have been iterating in this process for years. And this is the simplest and easiest way for us to create content so you stay consistent, which is, it's boiled down into 6 steps. So you chunk, you review, you execute, you archive, you transition, and you export. So you chunk it down. We're going to give you, a lot of scripts. And so you need to chunk down within that recording session. Well, okay, choose what do I actually record versus what can I record, right? And then you review it, you prepare the script, you feed it to a teleprompter, you execute, you record the content, you perform on camera, you archive it, you save, you organize with correct finalists. We're going to give you all the SOPs, super easy. And then you transition, you move on to the next chunk, and then you finish that recording session and you're done. And then you upload to our portal. So what does that look like? So here's our portal. Super easy. You get your own link. And essentially you just, all right, so now I'm going to, let's say I just recorded a session for short form videos. Boom, I recorded 10 videos. Record, you upload, and you're done, right? And through that process, our team we're going to go through, edit your videos and optimize it, and then we're going to get you access to our software where you can review them. So here's your software, and this is where you review the videos, right? So we're going to add all the bells and whistles, and through this process, this is how we get alignment to make sure that we are fully aligned with your brand, with your visuals. And you only need to do this once, right? Because we want to save your bandwidth. So for example, over here, you can review all the videos. This is ready to approve. This needs changes. And then you could just open this up, and super easy. You watch through it, right? So let's say I'm watching this video, I'm reviewing it. And then let's say there's an area that I want to give feedback on. So I could click on this. I could say like, hey guys, this one right here, you could kind of point here. You could even draw like, hey, my cap here, can you make changes, right? And so this is how we have really streamlined this whole process to make it as easy and effective as possible for you. And once our team does this, here's the best part. We will also publish and manage this for you. So we're going to get you access. We're going to get you access to our software where we will manage and schedule all of your content for you. And this is how it's going to make it so easy, because you don't even need to think about this. The hashtags, the keywords that we have to research, the captions, like everything is going to be pre-scheduled for you, so you don't need to think about it. So here's what that looks like. And here's the cool part about this. So here, for example, this was a recent post. And you could see this is our client recently posted This post got 345,000 views for this one video, 4,000 shares, 200,000 reach, 1,600 total shares, 3,000 likes, right? And so the cool thing about this, guys, is because of the way that we have structured our process, even though the goal is not to go viral, over time, some of the videos will actually go viral, right? And this is how you self-liquidate your brand building, because we're going to be strategic in creating content to make your ads more profitable, get customers in the door. But because of the volume of content and over time, as we refine the messaging, your videos, some of them will go viral. Is all of them going to go viral? Absolutely not. But over time, they will. There's so many people that sell on virality. And the truth of the matter is, here's the secret. If you want to just go viral, what most people teach is you just basically copy other videos that has gone viral. That's the secret, right? But the truth is, does that even help you? It's not going to help you, right? And so for us, we do the opposite. We're going to focus on unique content that actually gets you to actually make money. But over time, some videos will go viral, and this is how you build an audience, right? And so here's what that looks like. So here's a client, for example. You could actually see they just closed a sale, right? And this the same exact what I just showed you earlier. Their lead saw their Facebook ad. They did not opt in. They went straight to YouTube, watched their videos, got pre-sold, and that's ultimately they purchased. It's easy sale, right? And ultimately, here's another example. So for our client, they literally doubled to 2x their cash ROAS from 1.7x to 3.2x because of implementing the trust scaling strategy. Because, well, they get more opportunities, more people actually show up on the calls, and they're pre-sold, right? And so, here's another example. Here's another client, Sam. They have over 350,000 YouTube subscribers. When they were using their previous strategy, their views were in the 50 to 100K range. But after switching to our trust scaling strategy, where we focus on actually building a relationship and closing people, well, views initially went down, but sales went up, right? Having built a 2 back-to-back record-breaking sales months for their business. This is the difference, because we're not just creating content for the sake of creating content. We're creating strategic content that builds trust and actually gets people pre-sold for your business. So if you care more about profit than just going quote-unquote viral, even though some videos will go viral, and you want us to actually handle the brand strategy for you, the content strategy, and do the execution, where all you're doing is just recording videos, where you just literally you show up, you create the content, you get the ready record scripts, you perform on camera, you upload it to our portal, and we handle everything else, then I invite you to schedule a call with our team. Now, on this call, we're actually going to look at what is your customer acquisition looking like now? What's working? What's not working? Let's actually map out your funnel and understand and figure out if it makes sense. Well, let us double your ROAS, meaning your ads, our content equals more profit for you and your business. So if this interests you, go ahead, schedule your call now. Click the button below, schedule a call with my team, and I look forward to actually working with you and doubling your return on ad spend and growing your customer acquisition.